LEGO made its jump into video games almost 30 years ago on the SEGA Pico. Since then, games framed around the colorful Danish bricks and their iconic minifigures have practically become a genre of their own. In no small part thanks to Traveler Tales' addictive approach to action platforming, or the many pop culture properties that have since been LEGO-fied. It wasn't easy to narrow it down, but here are our top 10 LEGO games of all time. So far. What would a best LEGO games list look like without the original 1997 PC adventure, LEGO Island?
Welcome to LEGO Island!
While it may seem rudimentary by today's standards and pretty rough graphically compared to other entries on this list, LEGO Island still holds up as a fun and nostalgic adventure. An escaped convict is hell-bent on destroying LEGO Island brick by brick, and it's up to you to stop him. Multiple character classes and a surprisingly ahead of its time open-ish world structure makes for a good time that's as comfy as it is engaging. It may be tricky to track down now, but if you can, it's worth taking a trip to LEGO Island. Just watch out for the Brickster.
You should try it. Helicopters are a lot of fun.
So begins the tale of the One Ring.
LEGO Lord of the Rings is just one of those weird LEGO titles that, instead of hiring voice actors to record new lines for the game, they just grabbed audio from the films and put it in.
Even as evil consumes this land.
But somehow it works. Add in some Easter eggs like the achievement for jumping off a ledge and falling into a pile of hay like Assassin's Creed, a large roster that includes characters from the book that didn't make it into the movie, and all the puzzles and action that we're used to getting from a LEGO game, and you've got a recipe for one LEGO game to rule them all. Well, except for the rest of the games on this list. It may not seem like it should work, but LEGO Indiana Jones: The Original Adventures shows how a not-so-family-friendly film trilogy can be rebuilt with LEGO bricks, without feeling like a massive departure from the source material. Similar to the LEGO Star Wars games, LEGO Indiana Jones: The Original Adventures takes you through some of the events of the first 3 indie films, putting a playful tongue-in-cheek spin on some of the less kid-friendly scenes. The gameplay showed marked improvement from the earlier LEGO Star Wars games, and like the films it's based on, Indy is a bit more focused on puzzle solving and exploration than combat. Like its Star Wars counterparts, this game is still a blast while playing local co-op. The running theme with LEGO games is how well they reimagine darker subject matter in a kid-friendly way without losing the charm of the source material. While LEGO Batman had a few missions starring villains, it's rare to see an entire game, let alone a family-friendly one, take a heel turn and have you play as the bad guys. But that's exactly what LEGO DC Supervillains did, and it's a testament to the LEGO Games' charm and TT Games' specific style that they were able to make this rogues gallery of DC bad guys endearing and kid-friendly in a way that appealed to fans rather than outraged them. Plus, it incorporated a custom character into the story, which was a nice way of tapping into the creativity of playing with LEGO toys that's often sidelined to focus on licensed characters.
It's good to be bad. Maybe you'd like to join us.
Who, me?
LEGO Batman 2: DC Superheroes was the first of TT Games to turn players loose in an open world, in this case, the massive Gotham City hub world. While the open worlds of subsequent LEGO games were often better, it's hard to ignore the charm of seeing Batman's stomping grounds given the LEGO treatment. An improvement over the original in almost every way, and the high point of the LEGO Batman series. What happened to LEGO Batman 3? DC Superheroes is everything a Batman fan could want in a LEGO game, but it's so much more. It appeals to DC fans and comic fans in general with a roster full of well and lesser-known characters. With tons of areas to explore, dozens upon dozens of collectibles and unlockables, the undeniable charm of LEGO games, and of course Batman and all of his suit-based powers, LEGO Batman 2 is not only one of the best LEGO games, it's also one of the best Batman games to date.
Sir, there's been a break-in at Ace Chemicals.
Wouldn't be surprised if that was Joker's first stop.
High expectations when LEGO Harry Potter Years 1 through 4 initially released. Thankfully, we were immediately enthralled by the detail that went into every corner of the game. Not only does the story follow the books and films closely, but LEGO Harry Potter is also an expansive, fresh take on the magical world itself. You're able to adventure through secret passageways in Hogwarts, see each thoughtfully designed common room up close, and even fly on a broomstick and play Quidditch. The continuation of the story with the second game, LEGO Harry Potter Years 5 through 7, which is now sold together as the LEGO Harry Potter Collection, let you traverse the world even more, going to places like Zonko's Joke Shop, 12 Grimmauld Place, Godric's Hollow, and even London. Along with a fantastic graphics and exploration side, the levels themselves are classic LEGO in the best way possible. LEGO Star Wars was the first pop culture property to be given the LEGO treatment, reimagining that galaxy's iconic characters, creatures, and vehicles as chunky modular construction sets only attracted a whole new generation of fans and collectors to Star Wars. While Star Wars video games have been around almost as long as Star Wars movies, the minimalistic polygonal nature of Star Wars in LEGO form was ripe for video gamification. It very easily could have been a forgettable cash grab, but instead, Traveler's Tales infused the game with its trademark blend of puzzle platforming, collectibles, and humor. LEGO Star Wars 2: The Original Trilogy kept the momentum going the following year, appealing to older Star Wars fans who might have been less keen on the prequels, and the rest, as they say, is history. If not for the precedent set by these two little games, we probably wouldn't be writing this list. Nearly 2 decades of creating LEGO Star Wars video games, the team at Traveler's Tales could have easily compiled content from their previous titles, thrown in a few new Rise of Skywalker levels, and called it a day. Instead, they decided to completely overhaul the combat, the camera, the overworld structure, and literally every single Star Wars level, character, and vehicle within. It's packed with a staggering amount of things to do and collect for both casual Star Wars fans and for those who instantly recognize a minifig based on Malakili, the Rancor Keeper. You know who you are. Not only does LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga let you play through wacky video game makeovers of the mainline numbered Star Wars films, it also brings in references, nods, and collectibles based on the spin-off films, the TV shows, and so much more. LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga is a deeper, more comprehensive, and more action-packed take on LEGO games, and one that hopefully gets applied to every LEGO game from here on out.
Punch it! Not him, the Falcon.
There are a ton of open-world action games that let you steal cars, take down criminals, and customize your character in a sprawling modern metropolis. But few of them are rated E for everyone. LEGO City Undercover ticks all of those boxes and gives players the closest thing we've ever had to a LEGO Grand Theft Auto game for kids. Not only is the world impressively large and packed with fun collectibles, activities, and hilarious references to vintage buddy cop action movies.
How many coffees have you had?
Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Did I have 6 shots or only 5? Well...
Okay, you've had enough.
It's also got a surprisingly great story with a ton of wit and charm. Most LEGO games shine because of the movie series or popular licensed property they're based on, but LEGO City Undercover proves that LEGO games can be fantastic and fun on their own.
You have done well. Take this belt with you as a sign of your skill.
I can't accept this, Barry.
Why? Oh, hello.
The non-cinematic Marvel Universe has all the ingredients for a great LEGO game. The massive roster of characters who can instantly become recognizable minifigs, with plenty of alternate costumes to offer as unlockables. The heroes and villains' various powers, skill sets, and gadgets made for a wide range of fun gameplay mechanics without taking too many liberties for who could do what. Its levels took players to familiar locations across the universe from Asgard to Asteroid M, but still grounded in a massive hub world sandbox of New York City. But the absolute best thing LEGO Marvel Superheroes had going for it is that your all-time favorite characters from the comics were allowed to play with each other. At the time of release, the tangled web of intellectual property rights had the big screen versions of Spider-Man, the Avengers, and the X-Men existing in multiple disparate universes. Marvel video games were in a worse spot, and with a few exceptions were mostly rushed movie tie-ins. LEGO Marvel Superheroes had none of these problems. It was everything that made Marvel Comics great, reimagined in blocky plastic form with TT Games' sense of humor and attention to detail. The game even included characters and locations that didn't, and in some cases still don't, exist as physical LEGO toys. The first game set such a high bar, it really didn't need a sequel.
I'm gonna spangle you till you see stars.
Oh, really?
Did you play any of these games growing up? Do you think we missed any LEGO games that should have been on this list? Let us know.
Okay, people, let's go to work.
For more top 10 lists, be sure to check out our other features like Top 10 Best Video Game Remakes of All Time. And for more on gaming news, be sure to stay right here at IGN.